everyone, this is Eli, and today I'm going to be making some Bluetooth wooden headphones. They pair to your phone with the click of a button, they look really cool, and they sound great also. So, let's get started. So as I was saying earlier, I want to make a wooden casing for the little speakers and the earpods and for the electronics board. And while I'm at it, I also want to increase the battery capacity by putting a bigger battery on it. So to make this all happen, I'm going to be using this chunk of mahogany right here to make the speaker housing and electronics housing. The reason why I'm using mahogany is because it has a really tight grain and I think it'll make the speakers sound even better than they used to sound. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unsolder all the wires. Then we can make a casing for the electronics. Okay, so now I have all the electronics taken apart. It was super easy. I just pried apart the earbuds to get the speakers out, and then the electronics were already out because I had broken the earlier case. So before we go on and make a wooden case for the electronics, I just want to say how I increase the capacity. So this battery is actually from a micro drone, and it's about 80 milliamp hours stronger than the previous battery on these headphones. So that will give me probably a couple more hours of music listening time. So I just soldered it right onto the old connections of the old battery, and it works great. So let's go ahead and take this mahogany and start making a casing for these electronics right here. So you guys might be wondering why I'm at the drill press and I have this weird looking drill bit in the chuck. And the reason is because this is actually not any normal drill bit, it's a milling bit. I've said this a few times in my other videos. This bit, it doesn't just cut down, it can cut side to side. So that's what I'm gonna do when cutting out these little spaces for the electronics. So I have my drill press set at the highest setting, so let's go ahead and start cutting. Okay everyone, so now I have the electronics into the casing. You might be wondering why I didn't film this, and it's because I had a slight disaster when putting them in. So my mistake was that I sanded one side of the casing slightly too thin so that the battery was exposed to the outside. Instead of throwing this whole project in the trash can, I actually coated the outside with this stuff called Flex Seal. If you don't know what it is already, it's a rubberized coat that you can coat almost anything with. So I put about 2 or 3 coats on this casing, and it turned out great, and it actually saved this project. So with that sorted, you might be wondering what this purple wire is, and it's just the line that's going from my amplifier to my speakers. As of right now, we don't have any speakers, so let's go to the lathe and make some wooden ones. Okay everyone, so now I'm at the lathe, and I'm ready to turn the bud parts of the earbuds. When I say this, I mean the part that holds the speakers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and chuck up this little piece of mahogany. So with it chucked up, I'm just gonna go ahead and start chiseling away. So now you can see I have this 5/16 inch drill bit in the chuck of my tailstock. What I'm gonna do is just hollow out this little earbud so that the speaker can fit and it'll sound really good. So I'm just gonna put the lathe on the lowest setting and I'm just gonna go slowly and turn in the tailstock so it drills this little barrel out. Okay, everyone, so now that the hole on the inside of the earbud is drilled, I'm just going to do a little bit more shaping, and then we can cut it off of the main piece of wood. So now that I have this earbud sanded and how I want it, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. And I'm going to use this coping saw to cut it off. So let's go ahead and try it. And just like that, the earbud is cut off. So let's go ahead and make the second one. So now I have the earbuds off the lathe, and where I cut them off with the saw, it's a little bit rough and they're both not the same shape. So what I'm going to do is just sand the back of them. So I'm going to sand them by taking the same drill bit that I hollowed them out with, and then set them on the drill bit with my cordless drill. I'm going to run the drill and then take sandpaper and just sand the back while the drill is spinning. So now both earbuds have been sanded and they're ready for a hole to be drilled in the back, for a wire to be fed in, and to run the speaker. So I'm going to be using the 7/64 inch drill bit to drill that hole. So let's just go to the drill press and drill an angled hole in the back of the earbuds. So now that the holes are drilled into the earbuds, I can go ahead and feed the wire through the hole. And if you look, the previous headphones had a little piece of rubber tubing that was on the line, and that rubber tubing fits perfectly into the hole that I just drilled and makes the earbuds have a super nice clean look to them. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So now the earbud casings need some speakers. So if you look to the right, here are the two little speakers I'm going to be using. These came out of some old earbuds and the cable broke, so I took them out. So I'm just going to go ahead and solder the two wires onto the speaker, and then we can start closing it up. Finally, one more thing to do, and that is to add the cover on the speaker and onto the end of the earbud. I got these covers on some old earbuds, and they actually fit the speaker I put in perfect. So what I'm going to do is just take some CA glue that's on this plate. I'm going to dab it around the outside of the wood and the outside of the plastic, and then glue it on. This should hold it perfect and finish off the earbuds. Let's go ahead and do it. And just like that, both earbuds are done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and coat these earbuds in a layer of gloss lacquer. Okay everyone, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And real quick, I'll just show you guys how these work. I just press the center button, hold it down, and it starts pairing to my phone. Once it's connected, I can start jamming out with some music. And then to charge them, I just plug a micro USB into them. And once the light turns blue, they're ready to go. So once again, that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this project. I think they turned out great, and I can actually use these earbuds every day. So I'll catch you on the next one.